Back here on Big Ten Network as Big Ten Media Days rolls on from Indianapolis. Big story of the day here at Lucas Oil Stadium. All the excitement for UCLA's Big Ten Media debut. This team coming off their first bowl win in a decade, but it's going to look a lot different than it did a year ago. Deshaun Foster, longtime terrific running back coach. He takes over as head coach. He brings in Eric Bieniemy as his offensive coordinator. So much to talk about with the Bruins. Ethan Garbers, J.Michael Sturdivant Jay Toia, three of the returning stars and the familiar faces for the Bruins, joining us here on set. Gentlemen, it's great to have you. And J-Mike, I love your energy. You're like, this is cool. This feels good. Yeah. You just hold that mic right up. Yep. Yeah, there you go.
No, this is great. Yeah, thanks for having us.
It's awesome to have you guys here. And I will say, we were talking to the USC guys who were up here a little bit ago, and Miller said, this feels more real. Being here, seeing the logos, seeing our uniform with everybody else's. Does this feel a little bit different? Feel a little more real?
100%. It feels like the real deal for now. We start camp on Wednesday, and we're going to start preparing for different opponents, and we're excited, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
It is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be fun to watch, and we'll talk about each of your stories in a minute because they're all terrific. But there was a great viral video that went around when you guys found out that Deshaun was going to be named head coach. Did you really not know? Like, was that moment when you first found out?
Yeah, I didn't know at all. I had a feeling when Martin was introducing that it was him, but before that, no, I had no idea.
Tell me about that moment. What was it that caused the reaction? Because it was clear that was exactly who you guys wanted.
I mean, it was real. We were all in the dark as players. We had no idea who was about to walk around that corner. So I know my heart was racing when he was doing the speech and interview and who our new coach was going to be. So it was really fun when Foss came around the corner.
This was a guy who obviously is a UCLA Hall of Famer. He played in the league, and he's one of the terrific coaches, and this is now his first year as a head coach. What have you seen as he's made this transition? Because it's not becoming a head coach. There's a lot of things that you never had to deal with as a position coach.
I mean, yeah, you could just see that the energy around practice and around our building is just different now. We got a different vibe and a different feeling. We're ready to work, and we're really taking each day at a time and really just cementing ourselves.
I think about your journey, Ethan, and you didn't start the LA Bowl last year, but you finished it as the MVP. You transferred in from Washington. You sit behind Dorian Thompson-Robinson, maybe a year longer than you thought you were going to. And you started 6 games last year, but now this year, this is your team. You are the guy. So tell me about, from a mental standpoint, what it feels like to be here, repping this team at Media Day, and know that it is your team.
Yeah, it feels great. But just one thing I'm just more importantly focused on is just winning every game and just being the best person I can be and being the best teammate I can be.
He was a pretty good teammate to you in that bowl game. You guys had a couple of nice connections, including, I think it was a 41-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter, something like that. Who's counting? You guys have a good rapport. It's clear. You could see that from the games that you've played. Tell me about him as your quarterback. What's unique?
It's just very easy to play with Garbs. He tells you exactly how he wants it on the field, and in the huddle, he's very calm. It gives everybody a lot of confidence when we break the huddle. So playing for Garbs is very easy, and he throws dots. So it's really fun to play with a guy like him.
It's also nice to have a guy like him catching
passes.
It's
unbelievable.
Yes.
This guy is unbelievable.
He's got some speed. You didn't even know, though, that his mom is a Hall of Famer in track.
I did not. I just found that out, but I'm not surprised at all.
Best athlete in the family.
Yeah, she might be.
She might be.
Yeah.
Jay, let's talk about your story, because you thought about leaving, you put your name in the portal, and ultimately you decided to come back. You made so many Bruin fans happy when you made that announcement on social media. What went into that decision, and what ultimately does it mean to you to be a UCLA Bruin?
What went into the decision was just, it wasn't long until I found out that UCLA was the place to be. It was home. So it was a pretty quick decision from entering the portal and then coming right back. And UCLA means the world to me. Just all of my teammates here. I didn't want to leave them. I wanted to be with my brothers that I've been with for the past 3 years. So it's a big deal to be back.
One of those brothers is no longer on the team, Liatu Latu, who is now going to be playing football on this field for the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday. Just one of the best stories in college football, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
He's medically retired from football and then came back, got a second chance at UCLA, and became a first-round draft pick. You were with him on draft night, as we see here in these pictures. Tell me about that. What was it like?
Man, it was like no other. It was definitely an experience of a lifetime. It was just great just being there. Just being able to say that I know him, I played with him. It was a crazy experience overall.
He said that you were instrumental in his growth as a leader, as his own growth as a leader, because you listened to him, and the other guys in that position group saw you listening and falling in line, and so then he started to believe in himself more. And he talks about how proud he is of you for taking over that leadership role. So how comfortable are you in that role, and what did you learn from him?
I would say I'm pretty comfortable. Like you said, Latu was saying all those things about me, but I can say those things right back to him. He's just inspirational. He's easy to follow, because everything he does is just right. So it's not hard to follow a guy like that.
Although it is hard to keep up with him in NCAA. Are we not going to bring that up? Last night, you were with him last night, and he told me that he was cooking you.
Yeah, I was with him last night, and he beat me, I think, 38-0 in the new NCAA game.
He's an NFL guy now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll give him that. And I think when this Bruin offense, right? So we know what the defense has got a lot of stars back, and there's some question marks, but you were the anchor of that on offense. Eric Bieniemy, what was your reaction when you found out that he was coming in to be the offensive coordinator? Just a legend.
I mean, we were all so excited, having the opportunity with someone like that coming in and being our offensive coordinator. I mean, as a football player, you couldn't be more excited for an opportunity like that. Same guy who coached Patrick Mahomes is going to be coaching us, so it's pretty special.
I mean, when you say that, it is. Again, it's unbelievable to think about who he's coached and the positions that he's been in. Picking up the pro-style offense, the verbiage, how would you describe it? How's the learning curve?
For the receivers, we got to listen to a couple words, so it's a little different from what Garbs and the quarterback have to learn. But learning this offense, he's made it very easy on the field. He's very vocal about what he wants, and it makes it a lot better to learn the offense in person and not have to just look at it on film. So EB has made it very easy to learn this offense, and I'm really excited for what this offense is going to look like.
How's the learning curve for you?
It started off a little difficult, but once it's basically like learning a new language. Once you get into it and once you really see the ins and outs and understand why, it makes a lot of sense. And I'm at that point where it's starting to make a lot of sense now.
Do you know any other languages?
I know a little bit of Spanish.
Okay, all right.
Nothing. I'm not fluent, but
okay.
I know a little bit.
As long as you're fluent in
Eric
Bieniemy's verbiage, then that's all that matters. What have you learned from him when you think about what he wants to do on the field and the way that he wants to pick apart defenses? How would you describe it?
I mean, he wants to take shots and he wants to just exploit defenses in areas that they need to be exploited at. He's a really intelligent guy and has a lot of plays that we can run and a lot of different things and a lot of different ways to get different guys the ball. So I mean, he's really just a genius on and off the field, and he's going to be a great coach. Yeah,
another great coach is your defensive coordinator, who was your D-line coach before, Ikaika Malloy. Your relationship with him and what he brings, because you had you knew him better than most on this team, and now he's taken over as a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, our relationship has been great, especially because of Laiatu as well. Laiatu played with him at UW, and Laiatu pretty much set an example for us that Coach Malloy is that guy, and he's there to help us become better every day, which he did. And I'm pretty sure our tape last year as a defense was evident of that.
Yeah, it was impressive to see what you guys were able to do last year. I heard you spent a lot of time on the jugs machine this offseason. Is that, yeah?
We got a new Monarch machine, which is outstanding. I'm so glad that Foss made that move to get it. It's like another quarterback, to be honest, and our whole receiver room has been on it a lot, get catches every day after our lift. And it's been a real blessing to have something like that and to allow us to catch a lot more balls.
I don't know the Monarch machine. Like, describe it. Tell me. Initiate me.
Basically, it's like an arcade machine, really. You load it up, and then there's like a little button that you can put on your hip, and then it'll shoot it to yourself. So you don't even need anybody out there with you.
Wow.
So
do you feel a little bit like you're being cheated on?
A little bit, but he's getting the work in. But yeah, that machine is so cool. They can point to a spot on the field and where he's standing, and the ball knows to shoot it right there.
Amazing. Yeah, it's amazing what you have at your disposal. And I think about, again, for Big Ten fans who aren't familiar with UCLA's campus, is one of the most beautiful campuses that I've ever stepped on in my life. Your facilities are second to none. It's truly a special place. Okay, we got a couple minutes left. We're going to do a little rapid-fire non-football questions. Are you guys good with that?
Yeah, let's go.
If you could win a gold medal in any Olympic sport, obviously opening ceremonies are on Friday. I'm sure you guys will all be watching. If you could win an Olympic medal, a gold medal in any sport, what would it be? Ooh. Would it be helpful if I named some?
Yeah, I would go with the 100-meter dash.
Oh, okay. That seems like a good answer for you.
Sure. And
your mom would like that.
Take a little victory lap after I win.
There you go.
Yeah,
I would want to win a golf gold medal for sure. That'd be cool.
I'd see that.
I would want to win a shot put gold.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I thought you were going to say archery for a minute, but shot put would be good too.
I did a little shot put in high school, and it was pretty fun.
Love that. Okay, favorite NFL player growing up?
Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Michael Vick. That was the first jersey I ever had.
Troy Polamalu.
Love all great answers. All right. If you could be any animal?
Killer
what would
whale.
you be? Killer whale.
Oh, yeah.
And you answered that right away. You've thought
It's my
about this
favorite
before.
animal, you
Really?
know? They're intelligent and they're beautiful creatures.
What a good answer.
Are we doing like real or like?
Whatever. How you can answer this however you like.
I would probably do
J-Mike.
a phoenix. A phoenix is tough.
A phoenix rising.
Yeah, I'll do one of those.
Wait, do I know what a phoenix is?
It's like a big bird, like big fiery bird.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All
I'll do
right.
that.
That's, again, terrific answers. Jay, I don't know what you're going to go with, but you can't go with like a bear or a lion now.
Nah, I would probably want to go with a monkey.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just swinging
They're
from
smart.
trees to trees. It just
A lot of good
sounds fun.
potassium in the diet. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that.
sure.
Those are better answers than I expected. Someone who has impacted your life, and don't overthink it. It can be a coach, a friend, a family member.
My brother.
Your brother,
Yeah.
Chase.
Uh-huh.
How is he doing, by the way?
He's doing great. You
Yeah.
know, looking for an opportunity, but he's doing great.
Former Cal quarterback, knew him well. How about you?
My mom and my dad have been my inspiration my whole life, so I love them, and they're a great role model for me.
Shout out,
I
mom and
would
dad.
also say my parents as well. Just everything that they taught me, and just teaching me not to take any moment for granted. So yeah.
I was going to have you guys teach everyone the 8 clap, but I'm told that we're out of time, so you get out of that right now, unless you'd really like to do it as we go to
I think
break.
we're out of time.
You think? Yeah, I think we're out of time. Jay's like, I got to go. I got another interview. Awesome to see you guys here. Excited for this season and this new leadership under Deshaun Foster, and we'll be out for training camp in just a couple weeks, so we look forward to
ma'am.
seeing you
Thank
then.
you for having us.
Thank you for having
Go
me.
Bruins.
Go Bruins.
Go Bruins.